Ciao, I'm Mary Ann Esposito.
I'm Lynn Mansel.
I'm Robert Irvine.
Today I'm making minestrone.
I'm making turkey.
And I'm making bread pudding.
Stay tuned. That's it, real fast, real fast. Come on, get that baseball arm moving. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Non c'è ketchup.
No. Già vedi, mi fa la foto.
Basta?
Sì.
Sono molto delicati.
Molto delicato. Grazie a lei.
Grazie Marianne, grazie a voi.
You know, my mother's favorite leftover sandwich. Come on, you're Italian. Isn't this beautiful? Look at how pretty this is. It's delicious. How do you like that? I think you're great. And now we're ready to do the twist. So, looks gorgeous, smells wonderful.
I use my hands.
I love this woman. Okay. An hour ago, this ballroom was empty. But before you know it, our talented crew will build a complete kitchen for me to cook in with two great chefs. Chef Mansel is a master pastry chef, a true magician, while Robert can juggle more things in the kitchen than I can. Time for some final touches. The television crew is almost ready. And the crowds are gathering outside the ballroom because the show's about to start. The doors are open, the food is ready, and so are we. Let's get started.
We're here. There you go.
Okay. Grazie. Thank you very much. I'm so proud to have these two wonderful chefs with me today. And, you know, I'm a little nervous because I think they're going to overwhelm me, but I may be able to hold my own. So I'm going to start with making a minestrone soup. And do you like minestrone? Yes. But
Can't wait.
here's the first question, guys. What does minestrone mean?
Oh.
Do we look
Does
smart?
anybody know?
Wait, we cook for a living. We're not that smart.
Yeah, you're not that
Soup.
smart. See,
No.
minestrone
That's
means,
why we're here.
means a big soup. Because anything in Italian that has one after it means big. Like you're going to make something with panettone.
But they're
big
very
bread.
small. How does that mean big?
One, like
Oh,
a
big, okay.
padrone, a big
Like lots of.
father, or a nasone, a big nose, which you have. But,
There you go.
That's fighting talk where I come from, you know.
Okay, so we're
who's
going to
got the
start
knife?
with a minestrone. And this is as opposed to if you were just going to do a zuppa, like a brodo, which would be
Yes.
something that's light, doesn't have a lot of ingredients in it. So we want to
Yes.
put, why don't you put the carrots in and the celery. So get that in.
This is kind of interesting.
Okay,
a pastry chef
wait,
cooking soup.
I'm doing dessert, but it looks like
Well,
I'm
I
doing
know, but
soup
you're
too,
helping
right?
me. You're helping me. Yeah, so you get that in there.
What's Robert doing?
I'm
Robert's
supervising.
doing nothing.
This is really important that you do this correct because
Robert.
the sauteing process is make
All right,
sure you
come over
saute
here,
so.
come here.
Can you stay over
All
your
right.
side, please?
So if you were in Italy, you would see a lot of this. This is kale, or what they call in Tuscany as cavolo nero, or black cabbage, because it's kind of dark green. It's very dark green. And I'm going to put this in raw. I'm not going to cook this first. We're going to just cut it up a few pieces of it. You want about a cup of this. So we're going to just keep this here. All right, so once we have that, now we need to add our potatoes. So in go the potatoes.
That looks pretty good in there already.
Yeah, and we've diced them
Yeah, I
up.
did a good job, didn't I?
You did a really good job. And now, Chef Lynn, we want to put in our tomatoes. And now we need some broth with this. So we have some chicken broth. We can
Yeah.
put that in. Go ahead, Chef, put that in.
Thank
Now,
you.
what type of chicken broth you say?
We're using chicken, or if you didn't want to use chicken broth, you could use vegetable broth. You want to use just water, you can do that. And we have some water that's going to go
So this
in
is all
that
low
too.
fat, right?
All low fat.
Olive oil's good for you.
Olive oil's good for you.
Vegetables,
Put the water
yeah.
in, vegetables. And now zucchini. See how easy this is? This goes in. And we're going to allow
I can't believe
that
that
to
he's
cook.
cooking this.
And I'm going to wait
That's
for
why the
this.
soup's going to be so good.
This is going to go in last. And then at the very end, folks, we're going to add some ditalini. See, this is ditalini. This is a typical pasta for soups, like a minestrone. And here we have it already cooked. And I'll give you a little tip. I like to put it in cooked at the end as opposed to putting it in raw now, because it will really make that soup very, very thick. So now that's finished. We can move on to showing them the turkey. You're on.
Oh, so you gotta,
Yeah.
Can you get that
It's your
turkey?
turn.
Can you get that turkey?
Which turkey?
The one that's running around.
The
up
one
there?
right.
The one
Ah.
Get your turkey
Well,
out.
turkey will be in the refrigerator, right?
Yeah.
Or the refrigerator. Now, turkey. Who doesn't like turkey? You like turkey?
I love turkey.
It's the most lean piece of poultry you can get. Beautiful thing about it is, when you buy it, make sure that you get the skin on it.
Yep.
And you know why, right?
Well, yeah, you need that moisture, that fat. You
Exactly.
Need that, yeah.
Protects it, doesn't dry the meat.
Exactly. We're going to do something a little bit different. You know, you can roast a turkey breast in the oven, and it's fine. But when you want to change it and sort of get something different from it, we're going to impart something. So, flavor, it's called. Breast, sharp knife, watch hands. All we're going to do is 3/4 of the way through.
Like you're opening a book.
Like I'm
right?
opening a book,
Yeah.
exactly. Right.
That looks good. Now,
Okay, so what are you going to do now?
Here's the secret.
Ah,
I am giving you
secret.
this secret for free. You come to
Okay.
my restaurant, it costs you a
Remove
fortune.
this.
Okay, plastic wrap.
yep.
Now, I know.
You need a pounder, right?
Use your head.
Yeah.
Use your
You
head.
see, I knew you were
wanna
going to
see
do
you
that.
Beat this
Well,
up.
here's what.
Are we looking for something?
This is what you would normally use.
Whoops. Jeez.
This is what you would normally use at home. In a restaurant,
Yes.
I would use this. They're like this.
See, that's what I wanted to show you, what he actually does at home.
What you don't want to do is when you see these ridges on here, you don't want to hit it with that because you'll break the skin, the flesh. You don't want to do that. So we use the flat end, right?
Right.
Do it
that
my
it?
way.
Because you want it. Okay, because you want this even.
I want it
right?
even.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is breaking the protein, the muscle fibers. All right, so what I want you to do,
Yeah.
if we turn the
burn
saute
around.
pan on
It's
there, a
on.
little
It's
olive
on.
oil,
It's on.
if it's
A
nice and
little
hot.
olive oil. Okay, a little olive oil
Yeah.
goes.
Some
this
onions,
way.
some red onion. Red
Red
onion's a little
onion.
sweeter.
Okay,
So it has a
red
lot more
onion.
flavor.
Okay, you go ahead and
That's
do
what I
that.
say.
Red
She'll
onion.
probably disagree with me.
Okay,
It's
red onion. No, I like
Oh,
red
like
onion.
a little
Oh,
garlic in there.
garlic right here.
We've got some minced rosemary, thyme, tarragon,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
marjoram.
In goes the sausage.
All right, so while
Okay.
you're doing that and sauteing that up, prosciutto.
Yes.
Beautiful fat. It's got a great flavor. Now you can do one of two things with this. You can either pound it in when you pound the turkey.
yeah.
I don't like to do that.
Yes.
I just like to lay it on top like so.
That's
So all we're going to do is saute all that stuff together.
All right,
and this
yeah.
is what you end up with. When you added some
All right.
Parmesan cheese, and you've got to do it when it's cold.
Right, because
Otherwise it will
yeah.
go everywhere.
Yes,
It's much
yes.
better.
How
You
we
know, the
doing
sausage
here? Okay, that's looking good. All right.
tightens up when it's cold,
another
right?
pan on.
Yeah. This is what's so beautiful about making this particular type of turkey breast. I just think that this is a great idea.
When you roll something, what's going to happen?
It's all going to fall out.
It moves forward. Yeah.
Right. So we leave a third free.
Yes. This
And then
is
when
a
we
good
roll
tip.
it-
See, I would have filled the whole thing.
You see?
Very good. I learned something from you.
When we roll it?
This is good.
There are many, many different ways to
To
do
do
this.
it, yeah. All right, this pan's getting hot.
We let it really
Really hot.
really hot. Smoking hot.
Because
Smoking.
we
Can
have
you
to-
say that again? Really, really,
Really hot,
really
smoking hot.
Really smoking.
Yeah.
How's
All
that
right,
soup?
Smoking.
Folks, my
soup's smoking.
My soup is smoking, and I got to put the ditalini in now. So I'm going to put
Okay.
it in. Ditalini's going in. Okay. This is so easy. Look at how, if you've got the vegetables in minced condition, this will cook very quickly. So that goes in, and the beans go in. They're going in. And now you can see why this is called a minestrone, because it has everything in there.
And it's a minute long.
And it, yes.
Oh, no.
And in about a couple minutes, I'm going to throw in the kale and the spinaci.
Okay.
All right.
I'm jumping
Ready?
ahead here.
All right.
Yeah, it's a
Good.
little hot.
All
Not too
right.
bad.
Okay. So that looks great. So now we're going to brown that up.
Brown it up. I'm just going to clean this board a little
Here,
bit.
put that in here.
Thank you.
Okay. What's next?
Clean the boards next.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
wash my hands.
And wash your hands. Okay, Chef Lynn, this is going to be great.
It's my turn now.
Let me make some
Thank
room.
God. I've been
Okay.
cooking all the time.
All right. it's your turn. Now, this is one of those one things I'm talking about in Italian. This is a panettone, a big bread. That's what that means. Okay, so. Yeah?
We're gonna cut?
Yes.
We're gonna cut?
Take the paper off.
Take the paper
you can
off.
buy these at holiday time. You see these everywhere. You can see how that's made. You can find out how to make a homemade panettone.
Or we can call you and you can come over and cook.
I'll come over and cook, but there's a price. Okay, so
There's always a price.
You see how beautiful that is. Now, Chef Lynn, you did tell them that you needed to use a nice sweet bread, a yeast bread.
Nice sweet bread.
Yeah.
This is a fruity bread, which is like Christmas bread. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Cut them into cubes.
Cubes, okay. So because you know, at Christmas time, I'm sure you've had this, or maybe you've gotten it as a gift. Sometimes you get 3 or 4. What are you going to do with all these extra panettone?
Oh.
Well, you put them in the freezer, and then you make this wonderful bread pudding. So here we have your cubes, and where do you want them?
You're gonna put them right in here, in the dish.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Excellent. Now, what we have as well is we have a cream,
Yes.
which we want to soak
The bread.
the bread.
You can
you
tell
wanna
this is
soak
going
it
to be
ahead.
rich. This is going to be really rich. So you put the cream all over the bread like that. Okay.
So,
The next thing, before you do that, may I put my kale in here now? Because that's ready to go. So in goes the kale. Now you know with soup you season it at the end. So there goes the kale. Here goes the spinaci. And Chef Irvine, if you just stir that around for me.
Would you like a wooden spoon or a metal spoon?
Anything you want to use is fine. So stir that around. Now you can see why this is called a minestrone.
This is a meal in itself.
Big soup. That's right. That's a huge meal in itself. Serve that. Some nice bread. You're all set.
Do the Italians ever put any meats in this?
Not in this type of. This is a vegetable minestrone.
Okay.
You can, if you want to, you could make little meatballs.
Right.
But now, do you remember the pesto? Here it is. And it's going to go in. We're going to stir some of that in right now. So it's nice and green and beautiful. We're going to take a tablespoon of that. This is classic Genovese style. And put that in. All right, now we're going to just let that simmer. We're going to correct the seasoning later, and then you and Chef Lynn and I are going to eat that. All right, so let's put the cover on.
It's enough for me.
And
Chef
now
Lynn and you.
let's go back to that beautiful bread pudding. Okay.
so
Yeah. Now.
panettone is soaking in the cream.
Yes.
We need to crack some eggs.
Crack some eggs. Okay.
Into a bowl, we have 3 eggs.
All right. 3 eggs.
What we want as well to do is we have raisins,
You
golden
want to
raisins.
whisk those?
Can I whisk them for you, ma'am?
can
It'd be my
whisk those.
pleasure.
Here, wait a minute. Let me get the other one.
And we're going to soak some brandy with the raisins. And just soak them for a while. Half an hour is really good.
You just
All
want
right,
them
keep
whisked?
the eggs in the bowl, please. You know,
I can't help it. It's like
That's
having a
okay.
robo-coop.
All right, keep it. All right,
human
so
one.
we've got raisins and brandy right there.
Right.
Okay, good.
Okay, there. Now we have a little salt.
Sale.
A little nutmeg.
I told
Okay.
you I was the technical
Here,
guy.
here. Salt,
Salt?
nutmeg,
Why do you put salt in?
and you want sugar, right?
Sugar. And we
Okay.
have some butter cubed as well.
Okay.
We want to melt that.
Why do you put butter in?
Well, because we want to give a little.
Why do you put salt in?
Well, you know
Bring
why
out
we
the
put
taste.
salt in.
I'm just
Okay, who
asking.
turned the
Taste.
stove on?
All right. Now, okay.
See? I
right.
leave it for a minute
All right.
and look what happens.
Okay. Well, my
hot,
recipe
Chef.
came out perfect. I don't know about you two, but
Caramel.
Hey, my
What's
turkey's
that?
in the oven. It's a dessert. It's all on you.
Yeah. Thank
We got
God.
soup and we got turkey.
And I helped you do that as well.
Oh, yeah.
okay. Now, okay.
Apple?
Yeah, yellow delicious. You know why? This
Why?
recipe in Italy is usually made with yellow delicious apples. This is kind of a northern Italian recipe.
Want some help peeling them, Chef?
So
Do you know how to
that's
peel?
why I'm using. That's why
I was the best
you're
peeler in
using
my class.
the yellow golden delicious. But you could use a Cortland apple if you wanted to, or some other type of apple. But we have some already. If you want to do this ahead of time, you can cut the apples up and you can put it in some lemon juice, right, Chef?
Yes,
Keep
lemon
it-
juice to keep it,
keep it
white
from
so it doesn't
getting-
go brown.
Yeah,
I'm going
exactly.
to slice one up now.
All right. And if you didn't want to use
Cut 'em thin.
apples, you could use pears in this, you know? We're going to do slices.
Yeah.
Your knife is sharper than mine. Yeah, okay.
Could you leave some apple on it, please?
Okay, here.
Hey, listen,
There.
don't blame me because
Yeah.
I'm faster than you,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
I think that's what he's upset about.
you
All
would
right,
be.
yeah.
The
Butter goes in here.
In here?
In
Yep,
here.
the sugar's there.
Be careful. Okay. There we go. Actually, should have
soak.
cooled down the butter a little bit because we didn't want to get those
Right.
eggs
Scrambled eggs.
curdled. Yeah, but this
Yes.
is okay. All
That's
right.
okay. The
Now,
apples?
The apples go in.
Is the nutmeg in?
Yes.
Nutmeg's in, chef.
Nutmeg's
Thank you.
in. And now you can put those raisins in
With the liquid too?
with the liquid.
Liquid.
Oh, we want all that liquid. Yeah, this is good. All right, so that all goes in. All right, we got that. How's that smelling, Chef?
Oh, it smells really good.
Yeah,
smells
doesn't it smell
great.
good?
No,
Okay.
it really does smell good.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't lie, would you?
I wouldn't, no.
All right, so here are your apples.
Right.
Now,
Now,
we're going to, over the bread.
well, let's put the caramel on.
That's the tricky part, the caramel. Okay.
Has anybody made caramel at home?
Oh, this is tough.
This is tough.
This is
So,
tough.
Sugar.
Can you see that? Let's move the bread. Okay.
Sugar
Yep,
in
yep.
the pan.
Yes.
So the key thing is the sugar is you have to be very careful with the sugar because it can crystallize.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful. We're going to add some
Water.
water.
Yeah, now when I make caramel,
Good.
I never stir it. I think that's part of the problem.
Stirring is putting air into it,
Yeah,
and
not
actually will
good.
cause it to crystallize
Yeah,
more.
that's
It's better
right.
to have it soaked.
Yeah.
Get the sugar into it. Get the
You
water
want a
mixed.
spoon?
Yeah.
Here.
I like to use mine.
You want to use your fingers? Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I'm
good.
boiling it anyway. I want to
All
make
right,
sure it's
okay.
all in. Now
Okay.
the key thing as well is
Uh-huh.
to make sure there's no sugar on
Around.
the sides.
Yeah, this is really
because that will
important.
crystallize as well. When it's ready, put it on, bring it to a boil. But you got to be very careful when you boil it as well. When it starts to color on the outside, take it off the flame and just stir it around.
Now,
Which-
you know, the color is important, though.
You're still cooking?
Hey, listen, you asked me to make a sauce, so I'm making a sauce.
All right.
Make your mind up now.
Now, okay.
Okay.
All right, so you can't start drinking wine yet. We've got to...
I'm not drinking one, man.
We got to talk about this caramel because there's a point of no return with this, right, Chef Lynn?
Yes.
Okay.
Once that color, that's why you need to take it off a little bit. A little ice water is good to chill
Yeah.
it just to bring it back down, put it back on the stove, and then as the color is evenly distributed, that's fine. If it really keeps going dark, and if you don't take it off early enough, it will burn
May I put
and
this
go
together
dark
now,
quick.
Chef?
Yes, you
Okay,
may.
okay. Put this together. Okay. This is all... Doesn't this look good? This looks good.
It's even better when it's cooked.
This is good. Now, I mean, you can get creative with this, too. You want to put cranberries in here. How about figs? You could do that. This is just
Figs.
one...
That sounds interesting.
Figs would be good with this, cranberries. And you mix this all around
Right.
because this is going to go into a mold, right, Chef?
This goes into a mold
Yeah.
that has caramel in the mold.
Yes.
So you're going to put the caramel in first, then place all your sugar, your eggs, cream, and your apples as well into that mold.
Yeah.
Bake it in a water bath.
So, yeah.
We're still heating up here caramel, which I already cooked ahead of time. Just because caramel takes a little while to come to a boil.
Yeah.
So we have some caramel here.
Basically, you know, when you make a sauce, a pan sauce, remember you roasted whatever you've roasted in the oven. What's really cool about this is you can take the drippings
yeah.
or saute an onion, throw wine in there, throw some fresh herbs, some rosemary, some tarragon thyme, whatever you're trying to create, and reduce the wine down.
Yeah.
What you don't know is what they won't tell you in restaurants.
one little
This is how
piece.
they make all their sauces. And they finish it with butter, and it's called Monte au beurre, mount with butter. So it thickens it, but what you have to do is once you reduce the liquid, whatever liquid it is, remove it from the heat, then add the butter. The butter has to be cold. And all you do is swirl it around, and your sauce will be finished in seconds.
That was a great description. Now we're
Could
back
you explain
to
that again? I wasn't listening. I was watching my caramel.
The caramel,
Yeah.
you see how pretty this is? It's
Keep
all
watching.
ready to go. Okay, Chef, I'm going to let you go. You want me to put it in?
Sure.
All right, so we're going to put it in the bottom
It's
of
your
the pan.
recipe.
Yeah.
Need some butter.
Get it in the bottom
Please.
of the pan.
We didn't have any.
And you got to work very, very quickly here. Okay, it's in. Quick, quick, quick.
That was you being quick, Chef.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
beautiful.
Swirl it around.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's a great looking caramel.
See,
I love it.
I did
Yeah.
this.
Okay, yeah. Yay!
Okay, watch
ready?
hot.
Watch it's hot.
So now we're
it's
going to put
hot.
everything inside it.
Okay.
Very easy. Better to spoon it in just
Yeah.
because of the size, the way it is.
And we're going to put this in a hot water bath, right?
Correct.
Did you tell them that?
No, well, I think I said it, but
Okay.
yeah, water bath is very good to cook any custard items in it because you don't want it to boil.
Oh, that's a water bath, right?
Yes.
Yes. You need to come up about an inch up the side of the pan. All right, so that's in the oven.
Have you noticed something? I've had in the soup, the dessert, and the turkey.
You
Okay.
touched it. That's all you did.
Look at how nice and thick this soup is. You know what? I love cooking with you guys. Can we do this again?
Without him, yes.
Okay. Well. Oh. Well, there you have
Okay,
it.
okay, you can stay.
Well,
I
there-
do love him. He's an Englishman, you know?
Hey,
He's a
listen,
great guy.
unbeknownst to you, English people can cook.
Yeah, I
we can
noticed that.
cook.
I noticed that.
How about the Welsh?
Well,
but
now,
we
are you
can
ready
cook.
to do the butter?
All right, so you can see I've reduced the wine, and all I'm going to do, can you stir that for me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
As I drop my microphone.
Oh, gosh.
How's your
Well,
turkey?
My turkey's about to come out, honey bunny.
Okay,
All
there you
right.
go.
I got one.
You got one? Okay,
got
bring
one.
that out. Put it over
Okay,
there.
let's put it right over here.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm ready for you.
Show them what you do next. Yeah. This is looking good.
If this doesn't give you... That's very hot. Watch your
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Okay. Nice knife. I'll use one of my knives.
Use one of your
fine.
knives, which is very sharp.
These are titanium, kind of sharp. Okay. Again, it's very, very different.
Are you going to take the strings off first? Or
No, I'm going to cut through it and then
Okay.
take the string off afterwards.
Okay.
And there's a reason I'm doing that, and I'll tell you why.
All right.
Well, you floss it when you eat at the same time, right? Is that why you do it?
Hey, listen, I didn't have a dental plan in England. We don't have dental plans in England.
Let's show them how beautiful that looks. Just turn it around.
Look at it.
Wow.
Oh, you did a good job.
Now,
Good
isn't
job.
that nicer than a messy turkey? Okay.
Now, obviously, take the string off.
Well, you know what? The sauce is ready. The soup is ready. The bread pudding is in the oven. I think it's time for us to say we need to eat, right? So,
Yes.
okay, there you have
Let's
it.
eat.
We need to eat.
Yeah,
We need to
three
eat.
great recipes from 3 great chefs. Well, you know, Robert and Lynn, it was great having you in the kitchen today.
that fun?
I
It was
couldn't
great.
have done this alone.
With all your recipes.
You could have.
We made a great menu that anybody can make, right?
Absolutely.
And-
Very simple.
Very simple. And we started with that big minestrone soup that I told you about, that we have all those vegetables in. We've got pasta, we've got beans, we've got carrots and celery, we've got a wonderful broth. And now I like to just gussy that up a little bit with just a little dollop of that pesto we made right in the center, and a little sprinkling here of Parmigiano Reggiano. That finishes that off beautifully. That's our first course. And you made our second course.
Well, think about this. Turkey, the simplest of all meats, with so many aromatics in there, and some sausage meat roasted in the oven after it's been pounded out. Served with some carrots, a little reduction. It's like heaven.
It sounds like a symphony, and it's perfect for any day of the week, or it's a great holiday dish, right?
It's a great Thanksgiving. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, Thanksgiving would be perfect with this. And then, Chef Lynn,
We
who
did
doesn't
the
like something like this?
Caramel apple bread pudding with a panettone, the cream and everything, and you can taste the nutmeg and everything. It's great. And great in the water bath, easy to cook.
All right.
Simple.
Well,
Simple food.
I think we deserve a toast. So, chin chin.
Chin chin.
Thanks for coming to
Chin
my
chin.
kitchen.
My pleasure.
And until I see you nella cucina again, I'm Mary Ann Esposito.
I'm Chef Robert Irvine.
And I'm Lynn Mansel.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.